if there's like noise in the background, it's so hot right now, my fan, so that's why the fan's on, and ignore the mess in the background. This is a belly button piercing video. Yeah, this is like about cleaning and just general advice. Oh, I have something to add. Okay, I've just got like a list of like everything I'm going to talk about here. So if you see me looking down, it's because I don't want to forget anything. Okay, so the first thing is how to clean it, and how to clean it well, because if you don't clean it well, then you're going to get an infection, and then it's just, you may as well get it right the first time. What my piercer told me to do was literally just get a cotton swab of salt water, wipe around it, put some tea tree oil on, and I'm good. Where I got my belly button pierced, they gave me a little packet of salt and a little bottle of 5% tea tree oil, and that was £2.75 for both of them, and then it came with like a little sheet as well. So yeah, that was pretty nifty. But yeah, it's like pure salt, so that's what she told me to do. But I was so nervous before I got it done, I literally practically forgot like what she told me, like all the how long it's going to take to heal, all that stuff, like how long it is till I can change it. So basically I got home and I just like googled it, like how to clean a belly button piercing, or I don't know what I googled, but basically the best way to clean it was to get a cup of the salt water, bend over and like put it onto your belly, and then lean back and have it like over your belly button, and then like move it round every so often, just so everything's like moving around and everything. So that's what I do. I leave it on for about 10 minutes, and then I take it out, get a couple of cotton swabs. I do like maybe both ends of one cotton swab, just cleaning, like you got to clean right around the hole. What I do is I push the bar up, clean right around the hole, and then push it, like not push it in, but just like guide it in so that the salt water is all inside, so it's cleaning it inside as well. And then after I've done that, I don't know, I get like another end of a cotton swab, and I put that in the tea tree oil and like wipe it on and leave it. That's what fights the infection. If your piercer does not give you the tea tree oil or does not give you the salt, you can get tea tree oil from most places. I know I had it like before, it was like 100% tea tree oil though, so if it's 100% then you only want to use it like once or twice a week because it's really strong. But if you look around, I'm sure you can find like diluted tea tree oil. I think the one I have is like 5% tea tree oil and the rest is almond oil. So maybe if you find something like that, I don't know. If I know a lot of people, I've heard a lot of people have, instead of making salt water every time they want to clean it, they just use contact solution. I wouldn't know if that works, I haven't used it, but I can't see a problem with it, because at the end of the day, contact solution is safe for your eyes, because obviously you put contacts in the solution, then you put it in your eyes, so I can't think of a reason why that wouldn't work. So if you don't have sea salt, you can't get sea salt. It has to be sea salt, by the way. You can't use tissues contact solution because it's already done for you. You just have to pour it on. The symptoms that you're going to have, no matter what, I have to write it down here in my handy little notebook. It's going to be red and it's going to be swollen. Like, I got mine done 2 weeks ago, still swollen. If you knock it, that hurts, and then it's going to be swollen for a few days after. I've noticed. You're going to get crust around it. I only get crust around the top ball. I don't get it on the bottom ball. Maybe that's just because the top ball's like the bottom ball. How about I show you? Okay, so I think that's okay. So like the bottom ball is like inside my belly button, so nothing like touches it really. But then this top ball is like sticking out. Yeah, so you're gonna get crust around it. It's just normal. Right, you're gonna get stuff like coming out of it, like liquid. If it's yellow, it's fine. If it's red, it's fine. If it's white or clear, they're all fine. If it's green or if it smells bad, then it's infected. So what to do when you've got an infection? You want to do what I do with the little bowl and the salt water or contact solution or whatever inside the bowl and soak it for like 10 minutes. You want to do that 3 to 5 times a day. I do it 2 to 3 times a day. Tea tree oil on at least once a day. Don't take it out, because if you take it out, then the infection's going to be stuck inside, because the holes will close up, the infection will be inside your body, and there'll be no way for it to come out. So don't, whatever you do, if your mum's like, it's infected, take it out, tell her you can't, because the infection will just be stuck inside you and you won't be able to get it out. You might have to go to the hospital, you might have an operation. I don't know the procedure, but if you take it out, it'll be 10 times harder to get rid of the infection. Just clean it really well every day, 3 to 5 times a day, and the infection will go away. I think probably 7 out of 10 people get their belly buttons infected when they first get it. If you know you're going somewhere where you are going to be submerged in water, or you're going to get it wet, maybe if you're going to sweat a lot or something, I'd recommend getting a waterproof plaster and putting it on it. Because that's what I do, like if I know I'm going to be around water a lot, or I don't know, but just put a plaster over it. It's going to prevent infection. It's going to stop infection from getting worse as well. Something that's very common with belly button piercings, because of like the way it is very prone to migration, which means it like your body rejects it, and it pushes it out of your body basically. So a way to notice that is if the skin that you can see like above the bar, if that you can see is noticeably getting smaller, then it's migrating. Because I know that's what happened to my mum, and I think that's why she didn't want me to get it done. But seriously, like, it's not infected, it's not like a risk, but it is dangerous in the sense that there's very little skin. If it gets knocked, it's more likely to just tear out. You're going to have a scar. It usually happens within the first few weeks, so I suppose it could still happen to me because I've only had it done for 2 weeks. But it is common in belly button piercing. Okay, and the last thing I was going to talk about is parents. Not necessarily how to persuade parents, but how to let them know about everything. So basically my situation was, I am not really allowed piercings. Like, I was allowed my earlobes, and then anything I asked for, they'd say no straight away. Like, I got my first ones done when I was like 8 maybe. I don't know, I seem to remember 8 in my mind. I think it was a while before that. I might have been like 6 or 7. And when my sister was 13, she got her second lobe piercings done. So I was 12 at the time, and I was like, oh my god, when I'm wait, did I say 13? Okay, I was 11 at the time. I was like, when I'm 13, I'm gonna get mine done. And then I waited for my 13th birthday, and on my 13th birthday I asked my mum and dad, I was like, can I get my second earlobe piercings done? Because my sister had them for 2 years, and when I was 14, I sold my DS because I didn't want it anymore. And I told my dad, I was like, okay, I'm going to get my ears done. He was like, okay. So he didn't really know, and then yeah, so I paid for it myself, and then yeah, so I got my second ones done. And then not too long ago, a few months ago, I asked if I could get my third piercing on my earlobe done, and again they said no. This is something I really don't recommend you doing. I pierced it myself. If I just show you, this is the third earlobe piercing. You can see the 2 holes. I don't really wear earrings. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get like loads of these little studs. These are like the ones you get your ears pierced with. I'm going to get loads of different colours and then have them like here and here, and then on these 2. I only have these 2 on this ear. But then I'm going to get like 2 more here and then some more up here as well. Yeah, so I just did this one myself. I didn't ask for it. I just decided to do it, and then my mum found out, and then my mum said she loved them. She said they looked really nice. Yeah, so I did that myself. I just used the earring. I really don't recommend doing it. But yeah. So, okay, back to belly buttons. So I asked my mum and dad to get it if I got good results, and they said no. And then I I probably shouldn't have. I was getting a bit defensive. I was like, well, why? You don't have a reason why. Why can't I get it done? My dad said, because I don't want you to get it done. And I was saying, but all my friends have got it. They all got it when they were like 12. And then he was like, oh, well, that's good parenting, isn't it? So I just left it at that. Yeah, and then this is like quite bad actually. We were at my sister and my dad were in like a lecture, and then I was with my mum outside, and I was just, I don't know, I think she just looked at my ear, and then we just started talking, and I was like, and then I think I just said like, yeah, well, I don't see the difference between that and your belly button. Okay, so my dad was getting a tattoo that weekend, so she's like, well, why don't you ring up the place and ask how much it is? And I was like, so is that yes? And then I just rang them up, and it was £35, and I was like, okay, thank you. This was outside of university, and I was like, I'm not paying £35 to get my belly button pierced. And then I was just looking, and I found a voucher to get it done for £10, and I was like, I am going. Mum was like, okay, I'll take you on Sunday, but I've got to talk your dad round first. And I was like, I'm just going to get it done whether he says yes or not. And she was like, and then she was just saying how excited she was. The way to do it is be mature. Like, obviously the first time it didn't work. Like, when I first asked, because I was getting defensive and I was shouting all this stuff like, yeah, well, all my friends have got it done. But the second time I just spoke to my mum about it, and I was just like, I don't see the difference. No one's going to judge me for it. You can't see it. I'm going to look after it. All my friends have got it. And I was just saying all this stuff, and she was like, yeah, I know. So maybe, I don't know, just, if you really want to get it done, then just speak to your parents about it. And if they say no, then they say no. Like, I think you can be in where I live, you can be 13 to get it done with a parent. I'm 15. Or, I think without a parent, 16. Or, yeah, 16. I think most piercings are 16 without a parent, so next year I'll be getting quite a few. Yeah, but after I got it done, she was like, now that you have your belly button pierced, I hope that stops the piercing on your ears. I was like, okay. Yeah, so that's basically everything you need to know. I would wait a few months before you change the bar. I haven't even done a month yet, and I'm nowhere near, like, thanks for watching, and comment, rate and subscribe.